Hey everyone, it's Dr. LeTa here with the Leadership Training for Prime My Body Part 2. And again, as a reminder, this is the training that I received in Akumal in Mexico. And I wanted to go into the second part. So we're a different kind of hemp company because we're empowering individuals around health and wealth. And in this industry, leadership matters. So you as a leader need to recognize who wants to be helped and who is ready. So if any of you or your affiliates drop off, it's because you or them don't feel like a leader. And this is why this is called leadership training. So once you learn how to climb, Kilimanjaro or Huangshan in China, metaphorically, you get to decide how fast you want to climb it. 3 months, 6 months, 2 years. What we're doing here is teaching you how to climb, teaching you how to successfully run and build your network marketing business. And you decide how fast you want to do it. And that's going to be up to you. So what am I going to cover today? I want to talk about personal relationships, legal and compliance, social media, the 6 human needs, 3 stages of growth for an affiliate, and how to overcome objections and having a breakthrough with your business. So yay, let's dig in. Feel free to grab a pen and paper, grab some water. I'm going to keep this direct and to the point. So I wanted to start by reading the mission statement of our company again today out loud. We did that last time, and it's actually something that would be really amazing to do every day when you sit down to work on your business. Just to be as a reminder. So on the website, it says, you become what you believe. Prime My Body is a health, wellness, and lifestyle company that embraces the movement to raise awareness on the importance of living a clean and healthy lifestyle. What you put in and on your body matters. What we accept into our lives, both through our mind and our body, has a direct impact on our overall wellness. Our goals is to join our affiliates and customers on their wellness journey to help educate and empower them about better living and how they can become an example for others to follow. I mean, I want to be a part of that. It's amazing. All right, so let's dig in. Personal relationships. So number 1, who are the people who have passed on that you want to make proud? So think about that. For me, energetically, my biological mother and father, my ancestors. Number 2, who are the friends and family that you'd like to make proud? Well, for me, it's my parents, my brother, and my sister, but it's also my best friends, my inner circle, and the people I've met through Prime who've become an extended family. I want to make them proud too. They believe in me. They're rooting for me, just like I'm rooting for you. So number 3, what does the next version of you look like? Are you healthy? Where do you live? How are your relationships? What does this look like? So when I was filling this out in Mexico, I had this vision of myself, my posture, like standing tall. I feel empowered. I'm calm. I'm joyful. I'm peaceful. I'm glowing. I'm living in Santa Cruz County. I have deep, intimate, healthy connections. I feel loved. People receive my love and gifts. I feel seen. I feel supported. So these are the things that resonated for me. So number 4, spirit. What kind of role does spirituality play in your life? What is your relationship with source energy or your creator? So answer that for yourself. Number 5, what are the names of the people you are currently mentoring and working with daily? Do you have 1 person? 2 people? How many people do you want to be mentoring and working with daily? Great question. Okay, how do we serve and nurture our brand new people in the best way possible? Because remember, how you enroll someone into this company is how they're going to be enrolled. So you want to do things that are duplicatable. We want to follow the systems. So first is a back office tutorial. The second is a basic compensation plan tutorial. You want to go over the weekly calls Definitely the Saturday 10 a.m., the Monday 6 p.m., the Tuesday, Thursday introduction call at 6. And again, this is PST, Pacific Standard Time. And then you're part of Sydney and Dr. Aaron's group and my group. So there are other calls available and other trainings. So explain those and make a decision on which ones you're going to be a part of. But more importantly, really saying to the next person that you enroll, say, you get to choose whatever relationship you want with me and this company. There's opportunities for you to be plugged in every day. The next is scheduling the welcome call. That's really important. Explanation of an invite dialogue, giving them product to use until their order arrives. Obviously, this is if you live close to them or not. Late night dream building phone calls. I love this one. This is where you can, when things are wrapping up for the day, you can have more of a dream connection phone call to vision. The next one is plugging them into meetings or launch calls, or having them do meetings and launch calls. Always being available to answer questions, especially in the beginning. And you always want to be honest and transparent, even when it's uncomfortable. If you don't know the answer or whatever that is, you want to be honest and speak to what you know. And lastly on this slide, as momentum begins to manifest, helping to set up and pay for initial meetings. And that happens later on. All right, so what are other ways that we can serve and nurture our new affiliates? Welcome calls, launch calls, maybe a lunch study. Maybe you guys are meeting over the phone or in person and going through the Getting Started guide. So there's two. There's one that Prime My Body has. There's also one on Dr. Aaron's Freedom Community Facebook page under Files and Resources. You want to help your affiliate practice their why. Help them understand principles of being consistent around sharing the presentation. In the last training, the first training, I talked about that JT was saying, share the presentation with one person every week. That might mean 5 phone calls to get to that one person that you share it with. If you shared the presentation with 4 people a month, one person each week, the retention rate will continue to grow exponentially. Going over back office training, 3-way calls, plugging into local leadership, education, how to set up a free conference line for themselves. There's free conference call. There's also Zoom, lots of different ones. And you want to celebrate small and new achievements. This is really important, and how you uniquely do this and build your own culture in this organization is up to you. You want to nurture your affiliates, your connections, and not just around the business. That's like really important. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. So when we sum it up, the cycle of a new affiliate might look like this. Recruit. So JT says recruiting is going to solve all your problems. Why? Well, it's going to build your organization quickly. It's also going to acquire financial from fast building rewards, money. When you have money, it can solve a lot of your problems. So that's what he was saying about that. So recruit. Second, nurture and develop. Third, support and then repeat consistently. Be the example you want for others to follow. And then, of course, bring the fun factor. All right, a few things around legal and compliance update, 2018 Farm Bill. So check out the Prime My Body's blog. You can look at each state and look at their current issues. But if you don't know what the Farm Bill is, about every 5 years, Congress passes a new Farm Bill. And what it does, it shapes the food and agriculture in the United States. It shapes rural economies, trade, on-farm energy production. So a lot of farms are going into solar now, very interesting. And then with farm incomes plunging, trade wars looming, climate change heightening the threat of natural disasters, this Farm Bill was actually really important. So how does this pertain to us? Well, in the Farm Bill, it legalized industrial hemp by removing it from the controlled substances list and allowing tribes, states, and territories to establish regulatory structures within their boundaries that's going to allow farmers and ranchers to produce a high-value cash crop, which is huge, while retaining federal farm program benefits that were previously not allowed. So remember, this is a deregulation on the federal level that's affecting the state. So really excited about that. As far as compliance goes with Prime My Body, we cannot make any health claims and we cannot make any income claims. Really important. And the last thing is, you cannot post or link anything with CBD in it with medical claims. So remember that. So if you're sharing a post about CBD, helping cancer and stuff like that, you just can't make medical claims. And if you are posting around the products in Prime My Body, etc., you do have to identify yourself as an independent affiliate of Prime My Body. Okay. One more thing that I want to make note to this is if you're doing a presentation, you can't modify Prime My Body's presentations, which is the presentation or the rewards plan. Otherwise, you have to submit that in writing to support to make sure that they approve it. And once they approve it, then you can. I think you don't have to get approval once you're a diamond. All right, so this is a little nudge. For those of you that are not on social media or want to, I'm recommending 10 minutes a day. So what does that look like? Well, for 10 minutes, number one is you open up the Prime My Body, the Daily Pulse app. You check any updates, notifications, etc. Also, I want to add in, this is a great time to check the WhatsApp because Erin posts there as well as Sydney and myself. But on Prime My Body, take a look at their Facebook and Instagram especially, and like their posts for that day. YouTube, it's actually directed, their YouTube account is directed in the Pulse app, so I don't know if you necessarily have to go to YouTube, but you can. And then they suggest sharing it. Share that Facebook or share that Instagram post. How you can share a Facebook post is super easy. You just hit the share button. On Instagram, you actually have to download another app that goes with Instagram, and it allows you to instantly share the posts. It's called repost. Super easy to do. So definitely do that. The quote from George Bernard Shaw is, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing." So again, continue to play, spend 10 minutes a day, make a commitment, because if all of us make a commitment with Prime, it's going to start to change the algorithm in Facebook and Instagram and Google through YouTube, and it's going to be beneficial for everybody. Okay, so let's go into an overview of the 6 human needs. So emotions drive everything. Number 1, certainty. So basic needs first, right? Food, water, shelter. Otherwise, you don't really care for hemp oil, right? So most people need to get their basic needs first. And if someone is not getting their basic needs first, then of course they're not going to have the money or care for, the hemp oil. But what you can kind of insert into their consciousness is they can look for a plan of retirement in this business. So that's huge. So basic needs first with certainty, then health needs. Okay. So number 2, uncertainty. So there's an excitement, a variety with this uncertainty. Network marketing can actually give you both. It can give you certainty and uncertainty. It's somewhat the thrill of the business. So the question I would ask yourself is, what gives you the buzz about the business? There's hope, there's inspiration there with the uncertainty. Number 3, significance. So this is about leaving a legacy, having an impact. This is not about arrogance or being better than others, not about pride. What do you want? What do your people want? What's the emotion driving you, and what's the emotion driving them? Number 4, connection. So connection is easy. Love can be hard because there is a vulnerability to this. Love takes more work, more time. But with Prime My Body, we're creating a service-based culture, a servant-based culture. So the question is, how can we help you? With your health? With your financial situation? What do I want to say about connection? Well, When you are connecting, more in the lines of speaking or teaching, but by speaking something, it creates accountability. Every time you speak, you're training yourself. And the culture we're creating right now and the culture that you're going to be creating is way bigger than a product. So remember that. Number 5, growth. If we're not growing, we're dying. That's kind of a bold statement, but I want you to challenge yourself. Read, go to seminars, listen to podcasts. Super important to be growing. Number 6, contribute. There's some science around tithing 10%. Take a look at that, Google it. Right now, the average U.S. citizen has $12,000 in savings between the ages of 65 and 83. And we know that Social Security might not be there, so this is a problem. This is a problem. So wherever you are, take responsibility in your life around your finances, around your spirituality, physical health, mindset, mental health, being social, your social health, all your personal relationships. Really take some responsibility. Do a scan. Jim Rohn says, we become the average of the 5 people we hang out the most. Who are you hanging out with the most right now, this week, this month? Just do a check-in and pivot, fine-tune. Continue to adjust based on your needs today, this week, or this month. All right, 3 stages of growth for a new affiliate. So remember, it takes 2 weeks to change your neural pathways. Your subconscious mind needs to be on board. This is a daily decision. So number 1, dependence. This is when your new affiliates will rely on you in the beginning. Then they go into independence where they rely on themselves. But ideally, you're finding the balance where it's all about interdependence, where we rely on each other. So that's the kind of interdependence is the fundamental principle of the Tao, of yin and yang. Okay? They can't exist without each other and they define one another. That's like network marketing. You will not succeed unless you help other people. It's beautiful. Okay. Overcoming objections and having a breakthrough with your business. So the 3 things that are going to minimize any objection, no matter what they are, is number 1, having a high belief in the product. I believe that every single person needs to be on this hemp oil. I know that. I know that because of environmental toxins. I know that because people are in pharmaceuticals. I know that because people are drinking alcohol. They use cell phones, EMF radiation. They're eating MSG. So, I know that everybody needs it. We are in a sympathetic, state, nervous system, an overdrive where we don't really get to rest and relax. And I have a very high belief in the product, and I want you to. Number 2, a high belief in network marketing. So this is a place, for me, where I've had to really work on. I've had to really figure out, as a doctor who's in a traditional practice, dollar per minute, of the stigma around network marketing. And so again, when you hear Dr. Erin talk, she has a very high belief in the power and the freedom of network marketing. So let's do some work on that. Number 3, your own clear vision with a powerful posture. Okay, and that's why we had you write down your mission statement. So here are some common objections. And another point in our training, we should maybe take a look at how can we field these. So the most common that people get in general with any network marketing company is, I don't like affiliate or network marketing. I don't have time for this. Is this a pyramid scheme, a scam? Is this one of those Ponzi things? I don't know enough people. This is only good if you get into the top. Get in at the top or the beginning. I can't sell. I'm not a salesperson. So I could go into all these. I think I'll save this for another training. But you want to know and have some sentences, and just for you to be clear on how to handle and field the most common objections. Money is just a tool to measure energy, where your attention is on. So the universe matches your vibration. So the question is that I have for yourself is, if you want to create massive success with Prime My Body, the question is, how high do you want to vibrate? How much money do you want or need in order to fill your destiny, your purpose here on the planet while you're here? I think, you got this. I believe in you, and I'm never, ever giving up on you. You can do it. So your mission statement comes from your core desires. This is deeper than your why. So those who succeed in Prime My Body have a mission and a purpose. This is why I want you to write down your mission and your purpose from the last training. Do you have a mission? Do you have a purpose? And what is it? I'd love for you to stand in your power posture in your room every day or at the beach or wherever you live and declare and affirm and claim your mission statement and your purpose. I have an example is I am here to inspire and remind people about the limitless power we have over our own bodies and lives. So people who go to the top are clear on this. This comes from a core desire deep within, and the fire of that desire is going to build your business. So success is 80% mindset, 20% structure and systems. This says everyone who says this is successful, or everyone successful says this. So this is a mindset business. Impregnate your subconscious. So basically, in a nutshell, you're going to fail or succeed at the level of how you feed your mindset. So let's talk about this. Practices to change your mindset. Number 1, set clear goals on a specific timeline. Name it. Claim it aloud every day. To succeed in Prime My Body, you must make the decision and commitment and make your Prime My business primary. And beyond that, eventually, or maybe now, you can make it your one thing. Make your decision a non-negotiable. You get what you are available for. So decision is a daily practice. This business, like I just mentioned, is all about energetics. Whatever you make your number 1, you will succeed. Everything you have in your life right now, you made a non-negotiable. I'm not available to be sick. I'm not available to be broke. I'm not available to be not enough anymore. Keep planting the seeds in your subconscious. Okay? Number 2, read books, listen to Audible. Do it 30 minutes a day. So 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. Some of the books that people are reading that they found very successful, and myself, is Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich, Feel Free to Prosper. There's also a book called Conscious Language, which we talk about in number 4. But number 3 is make a vision board. And if you've done that, take a look. Did you put yourself in it? Did you put pictures of yourself in it? One suggestion was take a screenshot of your back office and change the numbers to reflect where you want to go. You can do that in Canva or Photoshop. Number 4, conscious language. Words become your reality. I will, I must, I can. Look at the framework of the words that you're using. They are literally shaping your present and your future. Number 5, emotions come through the arm. So you want to write your vision down daily on paper with a pen. Write it as it's happening. Write your big ass vision as it's happening right now. And number 6, there's the book Feel Free to Prosper. The how is none of your business. So there is an element of less doing. So the question I would say around this is, who do you have to be? Changing your relationship with money is a huge piece. We mention all the time that this is a personal growth program with a compensation plan. So the question is, how would you describe your relationship with money? If you were making $100,000 without question, who would you be? Think about it. For me, I would be ecstatic, grateful, connected, spacious, grounded, clear, present. I'd be powerful. I would have a profound presence. I would be loving, kind, compassionate, empathetic, happy, joyful. So try some for yourself. Write those down for you. And again, this could be $100,000 a month, could be $100,000 a year. So let's talk about daily action steps, recruiting and plugging into the system. Okay, so number 1, finding new prospects and influences. Number 2, inviting. Number 3, presenting. Number 4, follow-up. Number 5, closing. Number 6, plugging into the system and training. Number 7, promoting events. And number 8, staying organized, connected to team, and build a culture. So what I want you to do is go through this list and rate your level of mastery from 1 to 10. And then you'll see where you should focus on to improve. Okay? So these are the daily action steps. And you might focus on one of them. But you might want to check and do an overview on how you're doing and where to focus on. So being educated, it increases your confidence. So you want to educate yourself. I want you to learn about the endocannabinoid system and how it works. Learn about Prime My Body presentations. Learn about the products. Learn about the rewards plan. You're going to feel more confident. When is the last time that you laughed so hard that you almost peed your pants or lost track of time? Or, what are the ways that you have fun, or what brings you the most joy? I want you to practice self-care. I want you to get in your pleasure place. I want you to have fun. I want you to do things that energize you. Make yourself magnetic, attractive. Who are the people that you're attracted to, that you're drawn to, and what qualities do you see in them that you want to bring out in you? Remember, it's all about energy. People buy you, not the products or the business opportunity. And, to be honest with you, people want energy, and the oil is pure energy. So remember that. Be willing to grow, as this is a personal growth program disguised as a business. This is all about you. So ask yourself for this month, what self-care habits and practices are you committed to? Write down, but schedule it. Okay, so for me, I think about, less sugar, less coffee, less alcohol. So I'm saying no to bad habits, bad patterns, bad ways of being. Consciousness of lack, not enoughness, giving to others before myself, enabling, paying for things I shouldn't. Okay? And then the question is, how do you have fun? How do you get into the pleasure? For me, it's dancing, it's being silly. Successful people know how to say no. What are you saying no to? Okay? What are the consequences of you not saying no to these things? For me, I'll stay stuck. I'll get fat. I'll stay broke. I'll be angry. I'll be depressed. I'll feel like a victim with no power, which is not true. But what you're saying no to is just as important as your self-care practices and getting into the place of raising your vibration and bringing the fun factor in. Okay, so Dr. Erin goes into seasons of well-being. She went over 3. The season of discover, so being aware of, acknowledging, and accepting the harder feelings and parts that are discovered through Prime. So in yourself, there might be places that are challenging for you. Just notice them, accept them, acknowledge them. Seasons of transform, take your power back. There's people, there's things, there's habits that we give our power to. Harness the courage to make a change and release what no longer serves you. I want you to grab that mission statement, your bigger vision, and make it a non-negotiable. Don't give things your power. You are powerful beyond measure. And then season of awaken. Give your gifts. Give your gifts freely. Open to receive and let the community within your business grow with ease. This is huge. Last thing I'll say, I believe in you, and I'm happy that we are all here supporting one another to make a bigger difference and design the lives that we want right now. Gosh, thank you so much for being attentive and being along this journey. I wanted to keep it under 30 minutes for the Prime My Body Leadership Training Part 2, and I'm just really grateful that you are a part of this mission, part of the tribe, and I really look forward to growing this with you. Have a blessed day.